everybody. This is the Funkaholic.
And Funkaholic too.
How are you doing tonight? I hope you're all doing well. We are clumsy tonight.
Earthquake.
Terraquake. Or Earth. Means the same thing. Anyways, I didn't get any pops today. So...
That's any good anyway.
No, I didn't get any. Oh, I did get one. Oh, how could you do that to me? I didn't want to talk about it. No, I refuse to talk about it. Anyway, so since it's Halloween season, I have my specially purchased pair of devil ears, devil horns that I am wearing, and I have a few pairs that I purchased with a very special one to be worn on Halloween. I don't know where I'll be because we have some traveling to do, and I'm hoping I get to visit a couple friends here and there. But I will be doing my videos come hell or high water, won't we?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I'd rather high water come than hell, but, you know, I don't get my druthers. So, what I'm going to do is show you some of my horror pops. And I thought this would kind of go in with the theme of Halloween, and I have a whole lot of horror pops because it is my primary interest in entertainment is always horror. And these, amazingly, contain no zombies, which is my very favorite horror figure, always has been, always will be. And, but there's really more, there's different stuff in here than zombies, but there's stuff. Okay, now, anybody laughs at this pop and say, "Ooh, you love that series." No, I don't. But I do love the actress, so this had to be mine. It is from the 2016 New York Comic Con limited edition. It is Jane of the Volturi Guard. This is Dakota Fanning. And I read up on her powers. She is, her vampire was born in 800 AD or before 800 AD. So she's quite old, holding together nicely. And of course, she played in this movie with Kristen Stewart, and she also is in another movie with Kristen Stewart called The Runaways, which is about the all-girls band, of which I have a documentary called Bad Reputation on popnerdentertainment.com, which you might want to go read. It's called Bad Reputation. Okay, now we have yet another vampire. Do you see a trend? I don't have all vampires, but for the most part, I have a lot of vampires. So this is Nosferatu. This film was released in 1922, and it is considered the first vampire movie. Before that, there were movies called Vamp that kind of had to do with a vampire, but it was really vamps, as in women who were vamps. So yeah, you can't count that. This is Max Schreck, I believe his name is, and this film actually was based so closely on the story of Bram Stoker's Dracula that his widow sued the company that made this film, and they actually won. And the winners decided they wanted every single copy of this film destroyed. Remember, this is a very famous film, the first of its kind, and they, I'm sorry, Bill.
Silent, wasn't it?
It is a silent film. Yes, it it is a silent film. And what happened was they destroyed everything, but 5 copies survived. 5 copies on film from 1922. in, I think it was the 90s, some scholars, movie scholars in Europe got together, gathered up the 5 remaining copies, and just as tediously as it must have been, they put the movie back together, and copies were made. It was eventually erased on, put out on video and DVD, and that is why we have Nosferatu today, because of those 5 men who would not let this film die. Good for them. I don't know their names. I should. Another vampire. Ooh. This one's a bit different. This is Blade, based on the comic book character, of course. And Blade is what they call a daywalker. He takes shots that allows him to go out during the day, and of course all the vampires want that, so they're always trying to kill him and his mentor, Chris Christopherson, and take the drug, but it really never works out.
Plus, he's a vampire hunter.
Well, yes, if you'd let me finish my story. Okay, yeah, Bill, go ahead. Tell us all about Blade, because you watched this a lot.
He's my hero.
That's the story
That's it.
you want. Okay, yes, he is a vampire hunter because he understands the pain of being a vampire. His mother was bitten, and that is why he is a vampire. Did he bite her, or she was pregnant with him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he understood the pain of that, and decided that he would obliterate all of these monstrous creatures. And there have been, how many? 4 movies? 3 movies?
1, 2, 3.
I think
3 or
there's
4.
3. And there's been such people in them as Triple H and Ron Perlman. And then, this unknown actor, I don't know, what's his name? He plays Daryl on some weird TV show.
I don't know, some nobody.
I don't know. He fights zombies now, but he fought vampires a while back. There's also been other actors that have been in the films along the way, and it's just good. I think Funko did an excellent job on Blade. He looks like Wesley Snipes, who plays Blade, and I really, really like this pop. I was really happy when I found it. Okay, here we have not a vampire, not a monster at all, and not anything horrible except for the work he has put out. And I don't mean horrible in that his work is horrible, but in that his some of his creations have been horrible. And boy, I looked him up, and I just know his work. And the thing that really got to me, and I didn't realize this, did we not watch the Academy Awards this past year?
I think we did.
I thought we did too. Anyways, Guillermo del Toro's movie, The Shape of Water, which is a sci-fi movie, won him the best directing. And this is very, very rare. The last time I remember it was a horror film, and that got any kind of award was The Sixth Sense, which, how can you not give The Sixth Sense an award? It's a groundbreaking film that was wonderful. But Guillermo del Toro won Best Director for The Shape of Water. And this surprise when I was reading it, it surprised the heck out of me. The film won Best Film of the Year. Also took home awards for makeup, and I think a couple other acting awards in the cast. And he has, I looked on him on IMDb Pro, and he has right now 12 films in different parts of development. And what development means in Hollywood, besides getting breast implants, means that you have either optioned to film, you've started choosing actors, you have optioned a script. Did I say that? Option is you have perhaps and optioning a script is really, really scary because you've actually purchased the film, but you've only purchased the option. So you pay a lot of money, and if by some reason you can't do the script, you can't do the film, you forfeit all that money and somebody else can take the film. And this happens quite a bit in Hollywood, and some of these films are never made because people are going to say, well, Guillermo del Toro didn't want it, why would I want to do it? And they don't even look at the script. I wish I could tell you the names of those movies because I've got a feeling a whole lot of them would be big name movies or some really crappy movies that somebody bought really cheap. I don't know. Del Toro has done movies with I mean his it's as long as my arm, all his movies, and he is of course from he doesn't speak English very well. He's Latin, and he's just so multi-talented, but his forte is horror and science fiction, and he usually runs astray when he does not do such things. So, Guillermo del Toro, I could have brought out my Alfred Hitchcock if I could find it. I didn't really even look for it. Alfred Hitchcock was known as a woman's director, but he wasn't really, because if you talk to any of the women that are still alive that he worked with, he got what he wanted from you with pain. Janet Leigh, when she got in the shower for Psycho and she was going to be stabbed to death, he wanted her to really react. So they turned the water on and turned it up, and it was freezing cold. Those screams you hear, those are screams of pain. That's miserable, especially when you've got you got people around you and you're half undressed, and somebody's coming after you with a little round thing of Hershey's chocolate syrup, which is what they used in black and white movies for blood. So he's done many. He did The Birds and Marnie and just, a bunch of really good films. I don't have the pop out, but he's worth a mention. And my last pop I brought does have a vampire in it, and it also has...
Zombie.
No, he's not a zombie. He's a Franken.
Last night you said he was a zombie.
I never said he was a zombie. I never even showed these things to you because you just don't understand.
Frankenstein's a zombie.
Oh, God. We watched this thing. Eli Roth has a limited series for Halloween, and they did zombies for the first part of the series. And everybody agreed, including my Max Brooks, who I love. And they decided that, yes, Frankenstein is a zombie. Well, no, he's not a zombie. In order to be a zombie, you have to be alive. Frankenstein was never alive. He was put together from all different kinds of people's arms and legs and somebody's brain. And he came alive. How did he come alive?
Electricity.
Electricity. Specifically, a thunderbolt. A thunderbolt? No, a lightning bolt. With a lot of thunder thrown in. That is not how you become a zombie. It's not how you awake as a zombie. He was not a zombie. And I will go toe-to-toe with those 4 or 5 guys. I don't care, because I know what a zombie is. I know they know what a zombie is too. And I think they were just all saying, yes, it's a zombie, because they're afraid.
Caught up in the moment.
Yeah, the other guy's going to think I'm stupid. And one of them's Max Brooks, and one of them's... Eli Roth, and one of them's, Greg Nicotero. You don't say such things, like disagree with them. I'm disagreeing. Me, Terra King, the Funkaholic, contact me below. Anyways, so this is one of the, it is
Ad icon.
one of the ad icons. We have Count Chocula, so sad, and Frankenberry. And I really brought this to signify that we've had a lot of comedies that have dealt with both of these types of, I don't want to call them monsters, but they are. And specifically for Frankenstein, I want to say Young Frankenstein, because that is the one that comes into mind. There's also Monster Squad, which sadly they're remaking. Please say it isn't so, but I think it is. I'm positive it is. But if you haven't seen Young Frankenstein, it's a Max Brooks film excuse me, it's not his film, it's his father's film. What's his dad's name?
Wilder? Max Brooks.
Max Brooks' father he did Blazing Saddles.
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks is Max Brooks' father. Yes. This is Max Brooks' film. No, it's not. It's the other
Mel Brooks.
Brooks. Yeah, it's Mel Brooks' film. It's brilliant. I like Blazing Saddles better because it's just funnier. But there is a lot of comedy, the Gene Wilder and Madeline Kahn, all kinds of people that just are funny, and they're funny together in this film. This vampire here, which represents nothing but a stupid chocolate, sugar-filled, should never give your children cereal, represents the comedy behind vampires. Have you ever seen a comedic vampire film?
I'm sure there is.
That's not an answer.
Marion Chambers one.
That's not even close. What? Okay. Marilyn Chambers did a movie called Rabid, and it has nothing to do whatsoever with the vampire. However, I can't do it because I'm filming. I didn't look up and see all of them, but there is, of course, the aforementioned Zombies Monster Squad, which, like I said, is being remade. If you haven't seen the original, it's out on DVD. I would grab it and watch it before it's completely ruined by the new film that should not be ever named or made.
Van Helsing.
There is a comedy to Van Helsing, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a comedy. It's along the lines of Scary Movie. Yeah, sorry about that. But regardless, there is a lot of comedy in these. I really wish I would have brought a zombie because I could then talk about Shaun of the Dead, which they did last night. And they said something I've said all along, and that is that Shaun of the Dead kind of is realistic because in the beginning of it, it's a Skarsgård. In the beginning of it, Shaun is completely oblivious of what is going on. He's looking down when he walks. He goes into the store. He's looking the other way when he opens it, and there's two big handprints of blood. On the way back, he almost slips in the blood. The guy named Nelson at the I can see you looking at the TV. When will you learn? Anyways, the guy who's normally at the little store is not there, and he looks around, and there's stuff everywhere, and he's like, he pulls his money out, puts it on the counter and walks off. And there's zombies walking around, but
Blood all over.
yeah, there's just, and he's completely oblivious. Think about it. If you lived in LA and you work downtown and you were walking around and there's a zombie here and a zombie there, they would be getting pushed around. They would be getting smashed. New York would be worse. Oh my gosh. They wouldn't be able to find the subway like we couldn't. They wouldn't be able to figure out that it goes one way and then you go downstairs, it goes the other way, like we couldn't. We thought, well, you can only go there or there. How do people get to work? But anyways, Shaun of the Dead, for my money, is probably the best zombie comedy. Thank you. Zombie, yes, that's what they're called. And the runner-up has got to be Zombieland. Just saying, Zombieland is hilarious. It's got probably, in America, would be considered better actors than Simon Pegg, although Simon Pegg has made a big hit in America, even appearing as a zombie in George Romero's Land of the Dead. So these are my pops. Those are my stories about everything I know. It's not, but you don't have hours and hours. Those are my stories. I hope you enjoy them, and if you do, you can always go over to Terra's Independent. No, that's my old site. Don't go there. Pop Nerd Entertainment. Pop Nerd Entertainment. That's what it's called. Yeah. .com, and see, my daughter kind of specializes in horror also, go figure, and she has a lot of reviews there on horror. I have some documentaries and some horror and some other stuff. I'm still looking for writers constantly because people just say they want to do it and then you never hear from them again. It's not glamorous, guys. It is hard work. And I only give my writers one every couple of weeks or whatever they want to do. And sometimes people will write one thing, turn it in, and I have to rewrite the whole thing. Or I have to write the whole thing from full cloth because it's not glamorous. Except when you get to go to the movies or the con. Like I'm going to go to the con. I'm so excited. Alrighty, so that's all we have. Do you have anything else?
No.
Do you have something really highly intelligent to say?
No.
That's what I thought.
I am Legend.
Okay, so we are going to go because he is Legend. And I need to run down the street screaming. So that's it for us. Don't forget the drawing. We are going to be, what's today?
Wednesday.
Yes. What's the date?
17th?
Oh, you never know. It is the 17th. When do we choose the winner?
Saturday the 20th.
Saturday the 20th, we will be choosing the winner. So, everybody who wants to enter needs to do it soon. How do you enter to win? First thing you do is subscribe to this channel. It's not that bad. It's not going to kill anybody. And sometimes I can be quite witty. And when I'm not, Bill can laugh. No, he can laugh and make you guys laugh because he's funny. I love you.
Well,
You're silly, but I love you. And then after you subscribe, then you need to hit notifications so you know when we have managed to make a new video and put it on the. Sometimes it takes us a whole day to get it done, but we do it. And then and this all has to be on the the October 3rd video, October 3rd. So you have to go there and put your information. So you're going to subscribe. You can subscribe from any of my pages. So you subscribe, you hit notifications. If you would all do me a huge favor and give me a thumbs up, especially if you like this video. I gave you some good information. I may have lied about some of it. You never know. I didn't. Because you would know. You can go look it up now. And then you could share this video with your friends and say, look at these idiots we found. They're kind of funny. And yeah, you could do that. Couldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you could, well, you have to, after you thumbs up, share, all that stuff, then you go below and you say, I would like to enter the giveaway. And the giveaway is for a blind box, or you can choose some of the things you want in it, and I will do my best to get them. And it is going to be for Halloween. So there may be some Halloween pops of horror, maybe one, maybe two, I don't know. There might be some candy, some decorations, little Halloween tchotchkes. You just never know. So yeah, that is what that is. In the past, I've given away Dobbies, 10-inch Dobbies, 10-inch T-Rex, all kinds of stuff. I think what I'm going to do is not give away a surprise pop this month, because things are just crazy and I don't want to mess up the information and get it to the wrong person. I did not get the other one to the wrong person. He spoke to his postman and got everything straightened out, so no problem there. And everything's good, but that's how. And then you just enter, and then you keep your fingers crossed. And you know, I've had a lot of my people win. I give away at least one prize, most of the time 2 prizes every single month. So we're gonna go now. Who are we?
We're the Funkaholics.
We are. I'm number 1.
I'm number 2.
I'm cleaner than you are.
4.
No. I know. We're both so inappropriate. There is that. Anyways, we are going now. We love you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye. How do I get it off?